envision, like I heard somebody's story and I was like, that sounds like my story. Like that thing that they just said, I feel like I've totally experienced that. So then I was kind of able to like slowly be like, well, maybe I could just say mine and my story, and other people could hear things that also resonated. And it's kind of like that chain effect, you know, like that's how inspiration kind of works. Like you just hear something and then you can see yourself doing it. So yeah, I guess I've been doing this for a little while. I was thinking I might read a poem for you guys. Is that cool?
Can you talk a little bit about how you got onto HBO?
Oh yeah. So I've been doing like national spoken word competitions. I was part of this really cool youth team. I wish that like Portland had a youth slam scene. It kind of just has like an adult thing, but I was part of this team called Denver Minor Disturbance, and it was cool because like a minor disturbance, you gotta think about being like, you know, a kid and disturbing things. And I was like 16, and then I was on the team, and we went to this international festival. It's called Brave New Voices. I don't know if you guys have like ever heard of it, but it's basically like a national competition in which you try out for like a youth team, and then you write poems together, like with different people, and you can write like 2 people will write a poem, and then you'll both go up together and like speak it at the same time. It's like a group piece and stuff. So you write all these poems like your own, and you write them with these other people, and then you go to this like international competition. And that's what Brave New Voices is, and it was in Los Angeles, and HBO was doing like they did a series on it the year before, but the year that I went, they were doing like a coverage of the final stage. So I was with this team, and we had been working like for, you know, 5 months together. I was like 18, and the whole competition is like ages 13 to 19, so it's like very like youth-based. And yeah, we made it to final stage, which was pretty cool. And then Common, the rapper, was hosting with Rosaria Dawson. And Talib Kweli was actually one of the judges, which was like super cool. And they ended up doing, yeah, like a video recording of final stage. So I was on HBO for that when I was 18. It starts with the tick tock of a clock, or the skipping of a record player, a prayer stacking, glasses nailing pictures, crackless to the wall, smack cracking, slap pulsing windows, shutting doors, slamming, creaking newspaper, crinkle, wrinkle, sprinkle, speak music. I speak music. And there's a cassette tape deck on the shelf, and it's winking when you walk past it, spastic lightning bolt in its spine. Press your finger to the play button. Hear a click like cymbal, like a mic, like a black cord snaking with amplimeters. Hear a click like listening to the first song on the first mix CD your first crush ever gave you. Hear a rip like a concert ticket, rip headphones. Snare drums. Tap shoes like a cassette tape deck dipped in the heart-melting, gut-wrenching, head-throbbing that can only be captured by the power of music. It used to be the only thing I could sit still and listen to. The only sound that made sense, sneakers squeaking on a gym floor the way a dish reverberates right before you break it. That sound of music when you make it. I missed the way I thought the soundtrack of my life could sound before I heard it. Before the radio stole my virginity, I was wholly in headphones, Walkman, spinning like the Earth's tilted axis, waiting for the beat to drop like gravity could stop the second Radiohead's record quit spinning. Now, it's all sticks and stones, it's weed and bones, and all I want to do is with the sking one say in my name. All I want to do is hold my music at gunpoint, asking where the fuck were you that night? When I needed you the most. When the walls of my room split my sanity open to my family, screaming me to sleep, you were mumbling all the wrong songs in the boombox. What about the sock hop? In 5th grade, when you never played the slow song that I wanted to dance to with Eric Lutomsky. I liked him, you know. What about 3 weeks ago, when I spent hours etching bass beats into the back window of my truck when she asked me what the hell I even wanted? I could only tell her all the wrong lyrics I wrote, thinking they were right. What about that night? I needed you to spark up a symphony on the train tracks I was kissing on. Where were the Beatles when I needed them? And shit Biggie when I didn't? How come Bright Eyes is is the only way I can look at my brother. And why didn't it blast through the speakers the first time he hit me? I wish you miss me the way that I miss you. Music, I can see the I wish I will stand here waiting for the beat to drop, for gravity to stop, for you to hit me or quit me or split me. MP3 drum kit me the second Radiohead's record stops spinning tonight. The second that I stop grinning, I'm gonna need you to be the only sound that makes sense. It's just like stories. It's just basically like, I realized that all the things that I was feeling and that I was like affected by, like that could just be a story. And I could just like find a way, if I could find a way to write down that story and like speak it, like that could be something to do with it. So that was like really cool and like really empowering to kind of like realize that a lot of just like my normal life was already art. I just didn't know it, and then I just like had to find a way to do it. And that's what I think is really cool about storytelling is like the cool thing about stories is that there's no like right or wrong when you tell a story. Like you're not gonna tell a story and somebody's like, nope, that's wrong, because it's a story and it's your experience. And that's what's really cool is that you know, nobody's gonna like invalidate the way that you experience something, because you're like, this is like how I experience it.